Well, I just made a whole video, and apparently this new phone has like no memory. That's a problem. What you looking at, Kat? I'll just have to look at. Anyway, so the gist of what I was trying to say and go on and on and on about is that I've been having a massive avoidant flare. Like really bad. With everything that comes with it. I go on my trip next week. I think it's 10 days from today. This time, 10 days from now, I'll be on a plane. And I haven't done really anything to plan for it. The first day I planned a couple things, and then my life crashed. I've recovered from surgery. My son is where he wants to be. And then what my therapist is insisting, he's in a place where he can be for 2 years with secure housing, with food 3 days a week. I mean, three meals a day. And that's where he wants to be. Because he's turned down 2 places now. What he wants is to be in his dorm, where basically it was exactly what he's got now, except a little bit more privacy and more stuff. He liked being in the dorm, where he was totally left alone to do whatever, and he could go and get meals at the cafeteria. I don't know. This video is kind of pointless. Like I said, I made a whole half-hour long video that I had to delete because there was no memory. I couldn't function on my phone at all, so I had to get rid of it. Sorry. Where's the cat? There he is. You can't see anything, of course. I don't know. I mean, this is what happens. You have this pendulum, it swings one way and then it swings the other. And, I don't know, I feel like I should be, well, I don't feel like I should be going on this trip. That's what it comes down to. I feel like for 100 different reasons I don't deserve to go on this trip. Oh well, I'm going on the trip because I didn't buy travel insurance on purpose because I would have found a reason to cancel. And I knew it. What you looking at, Kat? Oh, you want to go up the hill? Can't see anything. Oh, you can see a little bit of... Anyway, and it seems silly, in real time I did this little logic exercise to try to, which actually I kind of wish that I'd kept because it was pretty accurate, sort of a depiction of how I try to fight the avoidant thoughts when they come in. I started on the walk with 3 cats, and 2 of them, we ran into a dog, so they skedaddled home. Pop stuck it out. He was like, yeah, I'll stand my ground against the dog to stick with me, and it kind of is, what I'm talking about, because there's a big part of me that really thinks that even these cats don't really want anything to do with me. They have a place that's warm, that they're allowed to go in at night, that has food and water for them, but it's not me, it's just, a nice-ish hidey hole. Well, the reality is that these cats can feed themselves. I think the car's coming, cat. You better get out of the road. Pop. Poppy. Poppy, don't get squished. Good boy. They could find another house. They could come and eat and ignore me. And they definitely would not need to come on these walks. This is like weird behavior that they're following me around, despite the danger of dogs, like the ones barking over there, and cars and everything else, to follow me around. Why are they doing this? My therapist is trying very hard. I mean, he's done his research. He realizes that avoidant people, I mean, not necessarily avoidant, but children who come from abusive backgrounds, abusive childhoods, the best, number one, sort of treatment to make their life better is if they have a stable adult romantic partnership. So he is trying really hard to convince me to give it a go. And of course I've talked about how since I found out what avoidance is, knowing that it will be a 100% fail rate, that there's no possibility of it being good. And it has nothing to do with anything I would do, nothing to do with anything, that car's really annoying, that the other person would do. If we were both perfect, it would still fail because I'm avoidant. And the idea of putting somebody through that, knowing that it's a 0% rate of success, my morals say I can't do that. I can't hurt somebody like that. And he's trying to convince me not to think that way. Hey, girls. You came up here. That scary dog isn't on this street. Anyway, he's trying hard. He's doing what he can. But the avoidance is really bad. And it's like, I mean, I was even late to my therapy appointment because I was like, therapy. It's just stressful. So anyway, this is a super pointless video because it took quite some gumption to get up to do the first one, and then I had to delete it, and now this one is like a sad, pale comparison. Oh well. I guess I can put it up. But yes, I am still planning on going on that trip. Yes, girl. I came back. I always come back. Eventually, I always come back. I'm yelling. This is what I mean. I mean, they seem definitely like they want me. But my avoidance says that's impossible. Anyway, I don't even know what to say to repeat, because normally that's what I do in these videos. I repeat myself over and over again. I guess that's it. It's too bad I don't even remember what I said in the first video. More or less that. Just more wordy. So, yeah, that's how it is. We are having a bit of an avoidant attack. My son is still doing what he's doing and being where he wants to be, even if that's not exactly what it is, because he's not doing anything to change that. And that's it. So I got nothing going on, hence no videos. But I'll be out of the country soon, and maybe then I can make videos. In the meantime, I have to figure out what the heck is going on with the fact that there's no storage at all on this phone. I also don't like the picture quality that much. Kind of annoyed. Kind of thinking I definitely shouldn't have upgraded. Oh well, I'll figure it out. I still got 10 days to do that. And if anything changes and anything happens or anything occurs to me, but yeah, as far as the thought process goes, see, there we go, repeating. Basically, I just logic my way out of it. You know, when my thoughts, which are avoidant, are counter and opposite of reality, then I just hound away at it with the reality until hopefully, eventually, it goes back down. It's not like I'm ever going to feel better, but at least get to neutral that I was at before, so I'm not cowering in a corner, being completely crazy nuts with the avoidance. Anyway, I'm going to end there. Bye.